Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
For 3 at the halfway mark. 30 overs gone. Larry Gomes to bowl again. He's connected with the sweep this time, but straight to deep square leg and just walk through for a single. Yashwal Sharma goes on to it. Wanted to go, but kind of making sure there was no possibility of a single. Polite little request of umpire Bird there for LBW, but anybody could see where the wicketkeeper was going. Swung again to deep square leg. It's just a single. And Yashwal Sharma doing the trick, but he's gone. Beautifully caught by substitute Logie out there. Tried to copy the tactics there of Amarnath, but outside it. Tried to find that gap on the offside, but succeeded only skying it to a very deep backward point. So something of a tragedy there for India to lose those 2 wickets in rapid succession, 92 for 4.
Yes, and Sharma moving away and trying to hit that one over extra cover, actually getting an outside edge. It going high and safe into Gus Logie's hands. Disappointing for India, Sharma having got in and really throwing the advantage away.
Just a bit of blow that for the Indians. 92 for 4, the batting gets opened up a bit, but it's a wicket for Larry Gomes. Dismissal from another angle. As Tom Gregory said, trying to clear extra cover. But Logie was at backward point there. Taking a nice, easy, comfortable catch off an outside edge. Marvellous reception for the Indian captain, fully deserved, Madan. Couple there. Taken over the captaincy of this side. He's led them with a lot of verve and enthusiasm. And certainly he's one man responsible for the fact that they're here at Lord's today.
Yes, and I think on recent performances, this man is certainly the leading all-rounder in the world at the moment.
Once again, you can see that dismissal. I guess Logie will be absolutely delighted, so will his comrades. Hanging about for Kapildev there. First ball. So Larry Gomes 1 for 12 now from 5 overs. He's got a smile on his face and very good reason for it. So 92 for 4 here after 31 overs. Sandeep Patel facing. And Logie kept busy again, now on the mid-wicket boundary. advent of Gomes and Richards together certainly helps push the score in the over rate along. Facing. That's what he wanted, a quick single to get off the mark. Short, that's powered away. That's beaten Logan this time, 4 runs.
And Sandeep Patel picking this short one up very quickly, getting into a super position to pull that.
Short on the offside, cracked off the back foot this time, but they'll be happy with the single because that brings up the 100 for India. Hundred on the board, 4 men out, 6 now to Patel.
100 for 4, India having lost the toss and they were put into bat by West Indies. Clive Lloyd, Joe Garner, and really want to be collected by Big Joe, the first ball after lunch. 101 for 4 now. Kapil Dev, the Indian skipper, has gone to 7, and taking strike now. Sandeep Patel. Larry Gomes has bowled very well for West Indies here. Having said that, he's just given away 4 runs with a rank long pop. This is the danger time for West Indies where Gomes and Richards have to bowl out 12 overs between them. Kapil Dev is taking strike. And again, and this is where India have to try and take charge and have 12 overs in all in which to do it before the quick bowlers come back. Kapil goes to 15. Immediate memories of that marvellous 174 he hit against Zimbabwe. This time not waiting for the chance to pick the gap. He's hit it straight down long on's throat, and that is a tragedy as far as India are concerned. They've been trying to get after Larry Gomes, and Gomes, with his well-flighted deliveries, has picked up the vital wicket after lunch of the Indian captain. Caught right away down at long on. Having a little glance at his bat there, but it was hit well enough. It was just hit into the wrong spot. The man way down on the boundary there, Michael Holding, who has a very safe pair of hands. Kapil Dev goes. What Holding bowled Gomes, and Gomes now has 2 wickets. .110 for 5, and that is tragedy for India. It certainly is. Good catch that by Michael Holding. He didn't have to move really, but it was hit very firmly and very flat down the ground. And he literally stood there and watched it coming to him. He certainly hits the ball hard and well, Capital Dev, when he hits it. And notice the man in the background there simply moving back a couple of yards and taking that ball chest high. It read. Wide called. Andy Roberts started with 3 very good overs this morning, and then his length and direction lapsed a little. He's into his 6th over now. And straight to the man behind square leg. Andy Roberts has struck. Joel Garner has taken a very good catch away to his right-hand side. Curdy is out without scoring, and India now are 6 down and in awful trouble.
This is certainly a big blow for India. 2 quick wickets. This one, the pull shot again attempted by the Indians, and this time hit straight to Joel Garner, who was perfectly placed there just behind square. Pretty straightforward catch for him. It really wasn't hit all that hard off the splice of the bat, I'd say, but Roberts would be very happy with that. He tried that on a few occasions to the opener Srikanth, who dispatched him to the boundary a few times, but on this occasion Azad, the victim, out, caught just behind square off this pull shot.
That's a real blow for India now. 2 wickets gone in the first 2 overs after lunch. It looks to me, Tony, that they hadn't really settled down after lunch with the idea of batting out their 60 overs. It was a question of go, go, go. And all of a sudden, at 111 for 6, we might have an early finish.
Yes, I think that Indians, perhaps down the middle order, are really just a little bit nervous. One of the features of their game in recent times has been the fact that they've turned what used to be a very defensive type of batting performance in the one-day game into a very aggressive one, and it seems to me out here at the moment they're just struggling to find the happy medium. This is an example of the sort of aggression that they've shown. Azad hadn't scored a run when he played that shot.
I'm very surprised at the tactics straight after the interval, with so many overs to go and 6 wickets in hand. They should have been pacing themselves so they had wickets in hand and then give it a dash later on, even if it had to be against the quicker bowlers. Another wide.
Andy Roberts just striving for a little extra pace there, and that was a good take by Dujon down the leg side. It's a quick ball, but very wide.
Bowled by Roberts. 6 overs, 3 maidens for Andy Roberts now, and he's taken 2 for 17.
Well, I don't suppose that's surprising when you've had to put up with those fast men, and then Larry Gomes comes on. I should think one would get a bit excited.
Verse 6. Not a very long boundary. out there, but a beautifully struck ball by Sandeep Patil.
Well, this is an example of what I was saying. That ball probably pretty straight, but dispatched away to square leg, to the short boundary of square leg for 6. I think the Indians might have decided that if they're going to get 200, it's going to be off the spinners of Larry Gomes. Very courageous. There are now 3 men on that boundary. They're lined up in a dead straight line down there, waiting for the slightly missed hit.
For 6. Sandeep Patil is on 10. Roger Binney is 1. Larry Gomes is the batsman. And Clive Lloyd, the West Indian skipper, the fielder. Clive Lloyd won the toss this morning and put India into bat. And at lunchtime they were 100 for 4. That was from 32 overs. And immediately after lunch, Kapil Dev was dismissed. And then straight away Kirti Azad was gone as well. So a disastrous little after lunch period here for India, after they'd looked in reasonably good shape at lunchtime with 100 for 4 on the board. Lloyd is the fielder. Ball beat him to the boundary. Umpire Harold Bird is asking whether or not it went to the boundary.
So Andy Roberts very determined to rectify the little setback that he experienced at the hand of Srikanth. Hit him for 6 to square leg. He's doing pretty well now.
Andy Roberts now to Sandeep Patil.
And that was another very quick delivery from Roberts. Bang on length and line just outside the off stump. And a good delivery too, because it just held up off the seam. And Roberts too generating a fair bit of pace.
Nice shot, very well placed wide of Garner. But, Michael Marshall is way down at deep fine leg. He bowled pretty well this morning, Michael Marshall. 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 13. Good all-round cricketer. Good bowler, useful batsman late in the order. And fine mover in the field with a good throwing arm. There are 2 third men, and between them, they save the boundary. Holding is one of them, Koyud back as the other, down there behind the line of point. Three to Sandeep Patil there. Score's gone on to 130 for 6. He's gone. Roger Binney straight to Joel Garner, who's having a pretty good day here. bowled superbly this morning and already has 2 catches to his credit. That one at mid-wicket, just a direct little push from Roger Binney out to the big man.
Yes, a good delivery this, directed in at Binney's body. Got himself just a little bit too far across and underneath the ball. And once again, Joel Garner not having to move an inch to take that catch. So Joel Garner having a good time in the field, and certainly Andy Roberts getting some results out there as well. So that would be a very disappointing loss to India. They really do need to consolidate just a little bit now and make an attempt to use up all the overs. Regrettably, from their point of view, they are losing wickets very consistently.
Roger Binney was never quite over the top of that. He has his hands a long way apart on the bat. There was a great deal of right hand in that little push. He would have scooped the ball out to Joel Garner. And that's the 7th wicket down for India after West Indies won the toss and put them into bat this morning.
Pretty tough assignment this for Madan Lal, coming in to bat with Andy Roberts already bowling very well.
Well fielded. There was a nasty bouncing ball out there for Joel Garner. Joel Garner this morning was, well, he was as close to being unplayable at times as you would ever find on a good pitch. The pitch was quite good for batting, but he was getting extra bounce. And it was no fun, I can tell you, being out there. Even from the safety of the commentary box, it was a time for wincing.
So 7 down now for 131, and as you can see, just 37 overs completed.
Oh, good shot. Didn't quite timed as he would have wished, but beautiful placement once again from Sandeep Patel. It's the last of the recognised batsmen. With him, he has Madan Lal, Syed Kimani and Sandhu. He's the man who could get this Indian innings up to something around the 200 mark. They must have. Two men behind square leg now for Madan Lal.
33 for 7, and will they continue to have a go at Larry Gomes and his little off spinners?
The answer to that is double yes. 6 more. Madan Lal this time has smashed Gomes away over mid-wicket.
Not a very good ball, this one, very short. Madan Lal playing a good shot there, getting back very quickly, and he certainly hit that in the middle of the bat because it went back quite a long way. There's a short boundary down there at square leg, but that was a bad ball. And all heads in the air as that one flies over the boundary for 6.
Richards. There are two men behind square for these batsmen now, making certain the boundary isn't given away. Andy Roberts is cutting the ball in from outside the right-hander's off stump. Ball runs down the hill here a little at Lord's. Roberts is coming from the pavilion end at the moment. The natural slope is from left to right as you look at your screen. Very experienced bowler Andy Robertson must go down as one of the great fast bowlers ever to walk onto a cricket field. Richards backing up, saves the boundary, but Richards is calling for someone to get in there and back up to save even the single. Gus Logie was the fielder there. Richards. .50 up for India, and 41 overs almost bowled. 26 to Sunday Patil, 12 to Madan Lal. Backus is one of the three men on the onside on the boundary. Trouble here. Oh, would have been out. There's a damaged Gomes finger. Clive Lloyd was the man coming around there very fast. The immediate reaction from the batsman was, let's take one because it's the old man of the team. And he'd run him out by yards. Single to Madan Lal. That's in the air, got to be out. Larry Gomes at mid-on. And Joel Garner deserved a wicket. He bowled so well this morning without any result. And here now Sandeep Patil has gone for 27. Joel Garner for batsman now has no slip.
Attempting a Yorker there. He bowls a very nasty Yorker. considers that that short of a length delivery bounces as much as it does. He's been off with bruised finger. There he goes. Bowling what will probably be his last over. This is Gomes' 11th over, but Richards bowled one, and the plan, I should think, is to use the two of them to get through their 12 overs. Well, normally they'd bowl 6 each, but Gomes has had the success. At lunchtime, he'd bowled 5 overs, 1 maiden, and had 1 for 12. Since then, he's been more expensive, but he's picked up the priceless wicket of Kapildev. Trouble. Oh, he was in trouble. Joel Garner was the man coming through. Really is a picture of the Lord's ground. The outfield in magnificent condition. A bit of bounce out there for the West Indian pacemen on the pitch. But the atmosphere, unbelievable.
Roberts 3 for 32. What a good bowler he is. Keeps coming back for more. Well again today. Garner, almost impossible to score off 12 overs, 1 for 24. Marshall, these days the speediest of them all, 11 overs, 2 for 24. Holding bowled particularly well, I thought, today, 2 for 26. And Larry Gomes, with his off spinners, picked up 2 for 49.